Feeling uncertain about the future? What if that uncertainty is actually the doorway to your greatest abundance? I'm so grateful you've chosen to spend this time with me today. Many of us might be feeling a mix of excitement and perhaps a touch of uncertainty. It's a natural human experience to feel a little unsettled when we can't see the full path ahead. But what if I told you that this very uncertainty isn't something to fear, but rather a gentle whisper from the universe, guiding you towards something truly magnificent? In our journey together today, we're going to explore how to transform that feeling of uncertainty into a powerful catalyst for abundance. We'll delve into the idea that these moments of not knowing are actually invitations to pause, to listen deeply, and to reconnect with the incredible wisdom that already resides within you. This isn't about having all the answers right now. It's about cultivating the presence and the inner alignment that will allow those answers to unfold naturally, leading you to a life filled with more peace, purpose, and genuine joy. So find a comfortable space, take a deep breath, and let's embark on this path together. We're not just aiming to get through 2025, we're aiming to thrive, to truly flourish by understanding that the seeds of abundance are often sown in the fertile ground of the unknown. Let's explore how to nurture those seeds and watch them grow into something beautiful. Your journey to a more abundant life begins now, with this simple, conscious choice to explore what's possible. Often when we encounter uncertainty, our first instinct is to resist it, to push it away, or to try and find a quick fix to make it disappear. We see it as chaos, as a disruption to our carefully laid plans. But I invite you to consider a different perspective today. What if uncertainty isn't the enemy? What if instead it's a profound form of communication? Imagine the universe in its infinite wisdom, gently tapping you on the shoulder, not to cause distress, but to draw your attention inward. It's a signal, a quiet message that perhaps the old ways, the old paths, are no longer serving your highest growth. This communication isn't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's a subtle feeling of unease, a persistent question in the back of your mind, or a sense that things just don't quite align anymore. When the world outside feels unclear, when the next step seems shrouded in mist, it's often a sign that something significant within you is stirring, ready to shift, ready to evolve. This isn't a moment for panic, it's a sacred invitation to slow down. It's the universe saying, hush now, and listen, there's something important I need to tell you, something your soul needs to hear. Think about the caterpillar before it becomes a butterfly. There's a period of profound transformation within the chrysalis, a state of complete uncertainty from an outside perspective. Yet, within that enclosed space, a miracle is unfolding. Clarity about its new form, its wings, its ability to fly, doesn't come before this period of dissolution and rebuilding. Similarly, for us, clarity doesn't always precede the journey. Sometimes embracing the uncertainty, allowing ourselves to be in that space of not knowing, is the very first, most crucial step toward becoming who we are truly meant to be. So, the next time you feel that familiar tug of uncertainty, try not to fight it. Instead, pause, breathe into it, ask it, what are you here to teach me? What part of me is ready to awaken? This shift in perspective can transform uncertainty from a source of anxiety into a powerful ally on your path. It's not about finding immediate answers, but about opening yourself up to the wisdom that emerges when you dare to sit with the questions, trusting that the process itself is leading you exactly where you need to go. In our fast-paced world, we're often conditioned to believe that we need to have all the answers all the time. The pressure to know, to be certain, can be immense. But the truth is, you don't need to possess a complete map of your future to move forward with grace and purpose. What you truly need, especially in times of uncertainty, is the courage to pause, to consciously step away from the noise, the demands, and the external pressures, and create a space for inner reflection. This pause is not an act of avoidance, it's an act of profound self-care and wisdom. Consider taking just 5 minutes out of your day for intentional silence. It might seem like a small thing, but in that stillness, something magical can happen. Turn off the notifications, find a quiet corner, and simply be. Allow your breath to deepen, to anchor you in the present moment. As you breathe in, imagine you're drawing in peace and calm. As you breathe out, imagine you're releasing tension and confusion. This simple act of conscious breathing can be a powerful tool to reset your nervous system and quiet the mental chatter that often amplifies feelings of uncertainty. Another beautiful practice for reflection is journaling. You don't need to be a writer, you just need to be honest with yourself. Let your thoughts flow onto the page without judgment. What are you feeling? What questions are arising? What fears or hopes are present? Sometimes the act of simply articulating these inner stirrings can bring a surprising amount of clarity. Listen to the whispers beneath the noise of your everyday thoughts. These are the subtle nudges from your intuition, your inner guidance system, which often get drowned out in the busyness of life. The clarity you're so earnestly chasing, the answers you seek, are not hidden in some distant land or in the advice of others. They are already inside you, patiently waiting to be heard. Reflection is the key that unlocks that inner chamber. It's about creating the conditions for your own wisdom to surface. So, instead of frantically searching outside yourself, turn your gaze inward. Trust that within the sanctuary of your own being, you have everything you need to navigate the uncertainties and find your way back to a place of inner knowing and peace. As you cultivate the practice of reflection, you'll begin to hear those inner whispers more clearly. And one of the most important questions that might surface is this: am I walking a path that truly belongs to me, or am I treading a route designed by someone else's expectations, fears, or desires? This is a crucial point of discernment. So often we find ourselves making choices based on what we think we should do, rather than what genuinely resonates with our deepest self. We seek approval, we fear judgment, or we follow the well-trodden path because it feels safer, even if it doesn't feel right. But here's a profound truth: genuine, lasting abundance doesn't come from pleasing others or conforming to external pressures. It flows most powerfully when you choose alignment over approval. Alignment means living in accordance with your core values, your authentic desires, and that unique inner calling that is yours alone. It's about honoring the truth of who you are, even if it means stepping away from what's popular or expected. This requires courage, yes, but the rewards, a deep sense of peace and fulfillment, are immeasurable. So how do you find this alignment? Start by paying attention to what genuinely excites you. What activities make you lose track of time? What topics do you love to learn about or discuss? What dreams, however small or audacious they may seem, stir a sense of passion within your heart? These are not random inclinations, they are clues, signposts pointing you towards your true path. Follow these sparks of enthusiasm, for they are the language of your soul, guiding you towards what will bring you the most joy and meaning. Equally important is to follow what brings you peace. Not a fleeting sense of comfort, but a deep, abiding peace that settles in your core when you know you are living authentically. Sometimes the aligned path isn't the easiest one, but it will always feel the most resonant, the most true. This inner sense of peace, this feeling of rightness combined with what truly excites you, that's your compass. Trust it, let it guide your choices, big and small. When you prioritize alignment, abundance in all its forms, joy, love, purpose, and yes, even material well-being, will begin to flow more effortlessly into your life. As we journey towards a life of greater abundance and alignment, it's essential to remember that we are holistic beings. Our mind, body, and spirit are intricately connected, and you cannot truly build an abundant life if you're operating on an empty tank. Neglecting your physical well-being while pursuing spiritual or mental growth is like trying to build a magnificent house on a shaky foundation. The energy you bring to your pursuits, the clarity of your thoughts, and your capacity to experience joy are all deeply influenced by the state of your physical body. Therefore, nourishing your body is not a luxury, it's a fundamental act of self-love and a prerequisite for thriving. Think about what you're feeding yourself. Are you choosing foods that energize and sustain you, or foods that leave you feeling sluggish and depleted? Eating clean, whole foods is a powerful way to support your vitality. Move your body with intention. This doesn't mean you have to engage in strenuous workouts every day, unless that's what you love. It could be a gentle walk in nature, a yoga practice, dancing in your living room, anything that feels good and helps you connect with your physical form. Rest is equally crucial. In our culture that often glorifies busyness, we can forget the profound healing power of rest. Listen to your body's cues. When you feel tired, allow yourself to rest without guilt. Deep, restorative sleep is when your body repairs and rejuvenates itself. And don't underestimate the healing embrace of nature. Spending time outdoors, breathing fresh air, feeling the sun on your skin or the earth beneath your feet can have a remarkably grounding and revitalizing effect on your entire being. Let nature hold you and replenish your energy. Your energy is sacred. It is the very life force that animates you, the currency with which you create your reality. Treat it like the precious resource it is. By consciously nurturing your body through mindful eating, intentional movement, adequate rest, and connection with the natural world, you are not just taking care of your physical health. You are cultivating the vibrant energy needed to pursue your dreams, navigate challenges, and fully embrace the abundance that life has to offer. This mind-body connection is a cornerstone of a truly flourishing existence. Often, when we think about creating an abundant life or navigating uncertainty, we can feel overwhelmed by the perceived magnitude of the task. We imagine we need a detailed, step-by-step roadmap stretching far into the future. We believe we must have all the answers, foresee every obstacle, and plan for every contingency before we can even begin. This kind of thinking can be paralyzing, keeping us stuck in a state of inaction, waiting for a perfect clarity that may never arrive in the way we expect. But I want to offer you a gentler, more empowering perspective. You don't need the full roadmap. You don't need to see the entire staircase. All you truly need to focus on is the very next aligned step. Just one. The step that right here and now feels the most honest, the most peaceful, the most grounded, and the most true to who you are and what you value. It might be a small step, seemingly insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but if it feels aligned, it is incredibly powerful. This approach shifts the focus from an often daunting future to the manageable present. Abundance isn't some far-off destination you have to struggle to reach. It begins right where you are, in this very moment, with the choices you make. When you ask yourself, what is the next aligned action I can take? And listen deeply for the answer, you tap into your intuition and inner wisdom. This step might be to have a difficult conversation, to start a new healthy habit, to say no to something that drains your energy, or to say yes to an opportunity that excites you, even if it scares you a little. The key is presence over pressure, alignment over anxiety. When you consistently choose the next aligned step, however small, you begin to build momentum. Each aligned action creates a ripple effect, opening new doors, bringing new insights, and guiding you organically towards your larger vision. Trust that the path will unfold before you, one step at a time, as long as each step is taken with intention and integrity. This is how you move from uncertainty to abundance. Not by trying to control the entire journey, but by faithfully taking the next step that feels right in your heart. As we draw our reflections for today towards a gentle close, I hope this message has resonated with you, perhaps sparked a new insight, or offered a sense of comfort and encouragement on your journey. If these words about moving from uncertainty to abundance, about listening to your inner wisdom, and taking that next aligned step have spoken to your heart, I invite you to take a moment now to integrate them. Perhaps pause the video after we finish, close your eyes, and just breathe with whatever has surfaced for you. True transformation often begins with these quiet moments of inner connection. This journey of growth and self-discovery is one we can all share and support each other in. If you found value in our time together today, I would be so grateful if you'd express that by liking this video. It helps these messages reach more people who might be seeking this kind of guidance. And if you'd like to continue exploring these themes with me, to receive more content designed to uplift, inspire, and empower you on your path, please do consider subscribing to the Inspire_Ascend channel. We are building a community here, a space for conscious growth. I would also dearly love to hear from you. Connection is so important. In the comments below, I invite you to share, what is one small, aligned step you are feeling called to take today, or this week, as you move towards your own vision of abundance for 2025? It could be anything. A commitment to 5 minutes of silence, a decision to journal, an intention to nourish your body more consciously, or a step towards a passion project. Sharing your intention can be a powerful act of accountability and inspiration for others. Remember, we are all in this together. We rise by lifting each other. Let's continue to support one another as we navigate our paths, one breath, one moment of truth, one aligned step at a time. Your journey is unique and precious, and the world needs the gifts that only you can bring. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for your willingness to grow. I look forward to connecting with you more in the future. So, as we conclude our time together, remember that the journey from uncertainty to abundance is not about eliminating the unknown, but about changing our relationship with it. It's about understanding that within every moment of not knowing, there lies an incredible opportunity for growth, for deeper connection with ourselves, and for the unfolding of a path that is uniquely ours. The tools we've discussed today, listening to uncertainty as a message, reflecting to reset, aligning with your true path, nurturing your mind-body connection, and focusing on the next aligned step, are all invitations to live more consciously and purposefully. Think of 2025 not as a year to be conquered, but as a canvas upon which you can paint a life filled with more meaning, joy, and authentic success. The abundance you seek is not something you have to chase relentlessly, it's something you cultivate from within. It begins with the quality of your presence, the depth of your self-awareness, and the courage to honor your own inner truth. Every small step taken in alignment is a step towards a more fulfilling reality. Trust the process, trust yourself, and know that you have an inner compass that will always guide you true if you learn to listen to its gentle whispers. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart, for joining me. Inspire_Ascend on this exploration. I hope you leave this space feeling a little lighter, a little more hopeful, and a lot more empowered to embrace your journey. Carry these reflections with you, practice them, and watch as your world begins to transform in beautiful and unexpected ways. Until next time, be well, be present, and keep shining your unique light.